the British team possibly late for their entry. They were quite late getting foiling over that right-hand side. So Emirates Team New Zealand looking like they'll be on time. Possibly late for the British team entering, but we'll have to wait and see in this first duel.
Emirates Team New Zealand hit the green light. They are good to go to enter the start box, and Ineos Britannia will be late. They can now enter the box, but they are way off.
Decision now on Emirates Team New Zealand, surely, of whether to go and actually try and give them a bit of courage.
Kiwis heading towards the British. The track in front of them, going to try and stop them getting into the starting box.
Down here, that's the mark there. Next move out here, Pete. Job.
Going away here. Right down, we've got a nice lead, follow him.
Happy? They're going to follow right here. Down for attack from here.
Well, the British are in. They have entered the starting box, just over a minute to go. There is lots of holes in this breeze, and we saw Great Britain fall foul of that.
Coming up all the way.
55 to the start.
3,
We kicked attack under them, I think.
final foot.
Okay, they go early, go past. Go past.
They're going past. Aim for the pin.
All about the time and distance, how long there is left to the start, how long it's going to take you to get there, your position relative to the opposition.
There's good stuff far right, so if they go, I'd want to go with them.
Go slower, sorry. Go on.
Emirates Team New Zealand a little early, just having to kill a little bit of time. The British will be almost time on distance for the pin from where they are.
Well, we didn't get the fight, the tussle we were hoping for. But this is going to be close at the start.
The charge towards history is about to begin. Race 1 of the match, and the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup is a go.
Okay, 30 to boundary.
A beautiful start from the Kiwis. 3.5 metres back, nothing at this speed, doing 35 knots.
A little early speed advantage to Emirates Team New Zealand. Just off the line with about 2.5 knots more boat speed, converting that into an early gain.
Going to use all the boundary.
Ineos Britannia coming in on port. They can enter from 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and then Emirates Team New Zealand add 2 minutes on starboard.
I'm going to come down here.
Tiny bit late, but thankfully not as late as last time. And in 2 minutes, in comes the defender, Emirates Team New Zealand. Now watch this little battle unfold.
Ineos Britannia cleanly across.
Happy any time there, going up.
Let's see what the Kiwis do.
They're board down.
Ineos will be rolling into their standard tacking and circling manoeuvre. I've seen that many times before in the Challenger Series. I'll be looking to come in behind and actually put pressure on Emirates Team New Zealand. They get the choice then of whether to jump or whether to push.
Both teams will have a playbook. A few different moves in this scenario.
A potential dial-up here coming up. Ineos having to avoid.
Probably tacky from the get my Canton here.
No, this is a proper match race start here.
Trying to get down one from here.
With 1 minute to go to start, so British needing to come back on time on distance. Kiwis needing to get downwind. Engage with Ineos Britannia.
17, 15.
Thoughts?
Both teams probably wanting to get to protect that right. Kiwis happy to hang back.
Ineos Britannia will be coming in on that luffing ley line, that right-hand end. The British now will be trying to lock Emirates Team New Zealand out. Emirates Team New Zealand will be looking to come in, build speed and come in for a hook below.
TTK is time to kill.
And check out.
Both teams slightly early.
Pressure looks okay for that.
Could play into the Kiwis' hands.
1.5.
Fine, straight into it. Yep.
And we'll see Emirates Team New Zealand immediately tack away.
It's on again. Race 2 of the match in the 37th America's Cup.
Okay, now. Pressure on the bow. 240, so average.
The Kiwis were the closest to the line, 5 metres back, nothing. Doing 36 knots, rolling into that tack.
Emirates Team New Zealand sailing into that more pressure over that right-hand side, but the British team holding an early advantage. Early gains to the British team off that start line.
Green light for Ineos Britannia.
Across, nice.
Pretty happy with Tiger still.
Green light for the defender. Let the battle begin.
Backing down. Yep. Backing down.
Actually, it's sweet still.
Yep. Coming up now.
3, 2, 1. Wood down.
2. 1.
Happy to peel.
Wood down. 2.
5,
mate. Turning. Steady jibe.
It's 3 or 1. Wood down.
And good.
British team going into a familiar manoeuvre, Shirley.
All the way
Staying
out.
low.
Yeah, they like to tack early,
Here they come up now.
follow behind.
We're ahead of them here.
Low on our exit.
Prefer to be on the prowl.
90, maybe a little lower. They're going to try and get across
7
there.
and 10.5 knots of wind speed at the moment. British here potentially got a bit on.
Pod down.
Turning all the time here.
Hey, keep on the foils. Keep on the foils.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that was close. Those intersections,
Nice.
almost a clash of foils there.
Nice. All good here.
Okay,
Go
so
2.
support here.
1. Board. Still on the foils.
This is the umpire's penalty GBR.
It's a huge moment in this race.
We want to be
Big error for the British.
Still going ahead, so.
killing 30
So that is a
seconds to 10.
75-metre penalty there. Having a look at this replay, the British just not doing enough to keep clear. Shirley really late getting that board down. Oh, those foils
Christ.
so close to touching. Absolutely.
Turning all the time here.
Have a look out the window here.
Jesus Christ.
That
Great
was
test.
very, very, very close.
Hey, here we go, lads. I will.
So the British team
Pressure right.
having to pay a 75-metre penalty off this start line, so they will split tack start. Emirates Team New Zealand again potentially being able to line them up as Ineos the giveaway boat.
Don't be over. Yeah, good shout.
Let's get going. It's race 3 of the match. It's showtime in Barcelona.
Slick build here, don't want to lose it.
The British team will immediately tack away. They still have to pay that 75-metre penalty relative to Emirates Team New Zealand.
Still in left phase on us. Okay, if they're in left phase, we have to carry on, right?
Yes.
And Kiwis crossed that line doing 33 knots, so really build the speed in anticipation for that
They've still got one.
manoeuvre.
It's too fast now. It's still left phase here, guys. 25. Tacking back again.
The British don't pay this penalty within a minute, they will get a second penalty.
Tracking right in the wind now. I'm sure they've still got it. Okay.
See them heading down now, the British trying to shake off those metres.
Penalty clear.
Watch the gain. Watch the gain.
Emirates Team New Zealand approaching port entry. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Right on point for that one, and they are good. Time and distance. 2 minutes for starboard entry for Ineos Britannia. It was a battle in the start block yesterday. What do we get today?
Low at the moment.
It was just a little pump of the brakes on Emirates Team New Zealand just not to enter early.
I will. Healing on exit. Copy. 2.
I think we might see a different form, a different playbook rollout here for the British team. They need to do something different.
Okay, killing 120. Middle of the box here. Line is still quite square.
Having a look at the power on board both boats here in the pre-start. Cyclone team pushing up around 1,500 watts. You'll see the manoeuvres, that'll increase. Big push in the pre-starts for both teams.
You're going to have to go above.
I'm wide early here, that's boat late.
Kiwis running down the wall, just picking their time to head back for the line.
Backing up now. Yep, turning up now.
They haven't turned up yet, they've just turned up now. Here's 0 by late. 10 to the pin, really deep in the box.
Ineos Britannia
Strong for Lewis at the
tacking
moment.
up. Maximum gauge off the Kiwis.
Shut with him. Say we want to keep going to struggle.
They haven't pushed
Yeah, I agree. I think we just want to stay high, time and distance.
We should go back, right, once we're out of gas.
Trying to get going here.
Sounds like the plan on the British boat is to keep it simple, time and distance.
Saying you're like on time for the line, but I think you're game. Just keep sailing high and fast.
7. Building a bit of speed. Killing 6. Yeah, killing 5.
We'll see the British team start to
Yeah,
put the bow down and accelerate shortly.
Yeah, racing now.
And you can always take it down the line if you need to.
But slightly early if you think. Flat Swiss.
Yeah.
Killing 2.
Big speed build on board Ineos Britannia.
Still killing 2. Killing half, all the way.
Going to be a clean start. And race 4 is out the door of the match.
The British team 2 knots faster boat speed off the line, so a really big gain of VMG early on, early advantage Ineos Britannia.
So in comes Emirates Team New Zealand. You can see on the left-hand side of your screen, they cannot enter until 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Time on distance looks pretty spot on, and they get the green light to enter the start box. And then it will be Ineos Britannia in at 2 minutes. Now this is going to be an interesting one today. Slightly late Ineos Britannia. They get the green light. Here we go.
Let's get into it, mate. So we can do. Nice way for you.
He's went down, working up here.
100% okay, mate.
Yeah. Gas him.
Really different pre-start. With these bumpy conditions, both boats taking on different manoeuvres. Can Emirates Team New Zealand stay on the foils here? I think they're off the foils.
They're off the foils.
Okay, nice.
Your wheel.
My wheel. Just keeping the speed on.
It's piss breeze.
That's a really big touchdown there. Emirates Team New Zealand, they're going to have to roll out of here, I think.
Just clear out.
A huge opportunity for the British. It is so tricky in this waves, it's going to be hard to get up.
Really difficult to spin these boats down speed, so Emirates Team New Zealand will be very much stuck in irons there, doing everything they can to get the bow down.
This could just be the weakness, the chink in the armour that the British have been waiting for.
All about the foil here, no problem with them.
Ben Ainsley just saying absolutely about keeping the boat on the foils. Emirates Team New Zealand could be well and truly very late for this start.
Absolutely no problem with them. Go above them is quite nice.
Yeah, we'll do.
The wind is so soft, we're seeing just over 6 knots.
British will make sure they sail right in front of Emirates Team New Zealand and actually make sure that their wing wash makes it difficult for the Kiwis to get going as well.
They look early for the boats, I'm not sure.
Not the view that Nathan Outridge would have been hoping for.
Up on starboard here, so just trying to get up one. Don't need to start moving until they're on. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely doing one more.
British just gaining maximum pace to secure this manoeuvre.
But race 5 is alive, and it will be advantage Ineos Britannia in the match.
My wheel here.
Yep.
The British team will just sail past, providing more wing wash. They'll dip start.
Yeah, your wheel.
They are on the foil.
Yeah, this way
And Emirates Team New Zealand absolutely dead in the water at the moment. So the British will dip start
working up.
Okay, working up now.
and they will be launched.
Kiwis could be parked there a long time. Big bump, only just over 6 knots of wind pressure.
They're still going the other way. It's clearing up all the time.
So are we seeing a turning point, or as Shirley said earlier, a tipping point? Ineos Britannia coming in at 2 minutes 10. They'll put the brakes on just a little bit to make sure they get in on time at 2 minutes and 10. Wow, that's bang on. Green light for Ineos Britannia from port. And coming in from starboard, it will be Emirates Team New Zealand at the 2 minute mark.
Straight like this.
Both of them pretty strong. Tiny bit late, but now we watch and wait. Is there engagement?
Wheel. Button.
Straight in the sweet spot.
Going upwind, there's
Get up to it.
2, 1, and wood.
You don't mind peeling?
British team rolling
All good on me.
straight into
You're
attack.
on the inside
It's whether
of
they
it.
actually roll into a jibe from there. Emirates Team New Zealand immediately going
That's
to a
our angle with
defensive
the
position.
mark. Next move, if they tackle me to go with.
In no space for the British to bear away and jibe on the option to tack.
He's gone.
Down or down.
Emirates Team New Zealand here will match and try and actually get into leeward of the British team here. And actually stop them rolling over the
Can't at the
top.
moment. Can't. Fast.
Angle.
Can't get your transom.
Having to push down.
British on the back foot here, Shirley.
Yeah, tricky position for the British.
If you can hold them out here.
Try and outroll past the Kiwis, get in front of them.
Watch the diamonds.
Okay. Just watch the zone here and see.
They're going to use the boundary to escape here.
In the boundary.
Just coasting down one
Go.
Moving.
Just make sure we don't get any roll.
Right, he's jibing.
Driving here. Looking to roll. Don't peel. Facing up. Peeling.
Press hard for this.
Tangle.
The British will try and actually re-roll over the top of the Kiwi team here.
100% speed.
We're looking for a roll.
Emirates Team New Zealand trying to get underneath the British and hold them out from
He's
starting.
going to be early on the pin of this.
Just keep pushing.
Working down. Get over if we can. Working
We
down.
want to be read here.
Just
Filling a couple
not
here. Here
ideally,
we go,
but
boys.
it's okay
Here we
if
go,
it's
boys.
early.
Your will. Working over them now.
All good.
Killing one for the pin.
Go.
We're working on
Pretty
now.
good for a ready.
Still killing one. All the way.
About 10, I reckon.
Okay, just
Maybe
getting
that.
safe on the pin.
3, 2.
All the way.
Be surprised if we
Half of the
see
pin.
Emirates
Just
Team New
getting
Zealand
safe. Little kill.
roll out early here.
All good. Got it.
Okay, go now. Go up. All the way
Here we
up.
go, boys. Fast. It's slightly
All clear.
spins build.
Race 6 is a go in the match for the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup.
In for a minute.
It's going to be advantage then, but all good.
Zero heel.
Well, they were even off the line in terms of distance, but Ineos Britannia were 10 knots quicker
20 this way.
than the Kiwis.
Okay, stand by.
Definite win off the start line there to the British team. Emirates Team New Zealand having to get a tack in, so they will be effectively one manoeuvre behind, even with an even start.
Heavy all the way.
It will be a game of nerves. Head out the boat, making sure you're in the right spot.
Ineos Britannia entering from port. They can come in at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. They look pretty good at time on distance. You'll see the green bar light up. They are good to go.
Working down.
Emirates Team New Zealand coming in from starboard at the 2-minute mark. They might just be a little bit behind, are they?
Let's go for
Yes, they are, but here we go. The battle recommences on the mid.
More pressure for the British as they entered. Just managing to get across there.
I'm just keeping here.
Watch
The breeze anywhere from 6 to 16 knot, puffs and lulls at the moment, so very, very interesting conditions.
Massive amount of power needed by the cyclors. This circling,
Really
sails
tight
coming in and
circle.
out.
Massively tight circle on Ineos Britannia there, so look how tight that turn is all the way around 360.
Below them.
Big push, as you said, with 2,000 watts of power being put in at the moment
Diving here.
on board the Kiwi boat.
Now you'll be okay.
Killing a minute.
Hey, mate, that's all if you need it.
British were practicing these manoeuvres
I can.
before the start.
Currently on lane here.
Stuff. Get up onto here.
I've just gone really light.
Power here.
They've just gone forward down.
I'm coming
I've got
up.
to jump them here. Copy.
Just trying to get onto
Having
one
come
and
up
we've got to get
attack on
back.
them.
No one.
They're happening.
Hey, board.
I'm in a strong position. Before him, okay?
Emirates Team New Zealand on the back foot in this pre-start at the moment.
Peeling 17. Okay, just high out of this. Copy. Peeling. Super light, yeah. Peeling. Let's keep the speed on. Just safe on the
Button.
Staying high here when we can.
We're still full.
British happy there just to leave them, head back, just light in the start box,
It's going to be
9-10
he's going to
knots of
start
wind.
come up to try and gash you. I think he try to pace it up.
Initial right.
9.
Numbers dropping here, Pete, on the start.
Yeah, we're going to get a good pulse here in a second.
Okay, coming away here now.
You'll make it 20.
TTK, time to kill. Looks like the
That's
Kiwis
about
are
right.
late.
We won't go straight off the line to start with.
Push, 7, killing 6. So hard. 4. Killing 3.
Very flat, Swiss.
Killing 2. Killing 1. Away. Killing half. All the way. All the way. Go.
All the way in. Really nice off the line there.
Race
Bring it up,
7 and the
bring it up,
match is
bring it up,
definitely a go.
That's good there.
Reading mean.
They're still closing gauge.
Holding for down until that pressure on the bow.
High made it good.
Just getting their nose out. 10 metres back from the line, doing 40 knots. Over speed on that line. It's so useful.
Nice wave here, Pete.
Just a
Long way to
Just a
boundary.
couple of knots more boat speed by Ineos Britannia, but right-hand shift at the moment, so you can see how far up the boundary both boats are getting. Emirates Team New Zealand possibly getting the best side of that fan of pressure coming down.
That'll increase, but it should be all right. Happy to go to one.
It's really tricky in these puffy, shifty conditions to get your time on distance correct for the pre-start.
Halfway through, so
I will.
just a little puff and then down up.
Emirates Team New Zealand get the green light. They're in from board.
Anyway, you are.
Easy crossing them up.
Britannia now approaching from start at 2 minutes. They're good. They get the green light.
2 here.
Yeah, wide. Reach out there.
Okay, stand by.
Yeah.
Emirates Team New Zealand going
Diving
down
here,
a
that
jib
looks like it's
size
a turn up attack.
on board.
They're just continuing.
Okay, happy to continue.
There is a massive puff on the right-hand side of the track.
They might be going for that.
Surely they're going
Very
to try
early
and
and deep in
defend
the
it.
box here, Ben.
Maybe go for a circle now. Circle attack.
All good. Extra gas. Going away fast. Still very early here.
All the way down.
What are you thinking?
Emirates Team New Zealand heading to the boundary.
That's a big puff on that side of the
They've
course.
gone for 4, so I'm just going at them.
15 knots of
Full speed,
breeze.
At 45
Right
under
hand
the
end.
Past me.
Okay, you're still above boat low.
Straight for now. Attacking.
They're turning up as well. Just above boat low. Plenty of wind here. 35 boat, 25 pin.
Both teams on smaller front sails in this pre-start. Expect to see a big push now from Ineos Britannia to build speed, put pressure on the Kiwi team.
Little boat guys.
He's on Jim. Nice.
Really hard to nail your time and distance with this volatile wind speed.
They're down. They're coming up now. They're still quite far back. You're still just below boat low. 8 for the pin.
Hold here.
14 here for the line.
Killing 12.
So just dragging them in and trigger ball. 2 for the pin.
Voice of Nathan Outridge.
Quick glance at breeze. Trigger pull's about 12 feet.
Trying to sit back here.
Hey, bottom's here. Nice and slow.
2, 1, pulled up.
Ineos
Still pretty early for
Britannia
your trigger pull.
currently held out from the start line.
That's in the line.
Okay, that's your angle for the
Kiwis
line.
bearing away now.
Okay, this boys.
Killing 2.
Good breeze straight to start.
Still killing 2.
Expect to see a pretty even start from both boats.
Both boats are about to pull the trigger on race 8 in the match, and we are go.
Doing a bit of part of the puff there. A little bit
Slight speed advantage to Emirates Team New Zealand.
Got it in front.
Knot and a half.
You got a minute this way at this angle.
More speed off the line. Slight gain.
They go with one.
Working this little line mode, please.
They go, we wait, don't we, Andy?
I think we go in 10.
This is quite right from what we've seen.
We'll just choose our best pressure. Thinking about
307 best pressure in 10. See what it does.
in 10 if it knocks us, we go.
I like going straight here at the moment.
I'm pretty happy with that. 9 up, so I don't know if you want to go a little faster mode.
Nice flat water conditions. Expect some engagement.
All good, aren't we? Yep.
Emirates Team New Zealand coming in from a port at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. They're cutting it right to the bone and bang, look at that. Green light in. Coming from starboard, it will be Ineos Britannia. 2 minutes and counting.
This thing. Happy with the plan, okay? Line's pretty square.
Time to go racing.
Shive if you want.
Down here.
2, 1, made.
Heading.
40 knots of boat speed and 8 knots of true wind speed. Very, very flat water. Expect the British team to be sailing up the exhaust pipe of Emirates Team New Zealand to put pressure on them in the pre-start.
Yours, Ben.
They may potentially look to double track out of this.
Quite low in the box again.
That's good angle.
Okay. Killing a minute 10,
good
they're
time,
very
so
low.
they'll be
They're going to be early.
round up there.
Definitely early.
Going to set up with
Coming down.
What are we thinking?
I think we jibe on them and then
Big push coming up from the cyclone team in these upcoming manoeuvres.
Okay.
oil.
All good on the boundary.
Just watch the opposite. Nice.
They've gone inside. Ready to go here?
Ineos Britannia jibing inside.
My wheel.
Yeah, copy.
Smooth, that's boat low.
A lot of dirty air Emirates Team New Zealand having to deal with at the moment.
Up out.
Down here.
No, board out.
All the
Board
way.
out.
One,
Yeah.
20 seconds. Half peel. Copy.
Pushing.
Full speed
As
when
soon as
we
you get
can.
there.
Yep, keep pushing down.
2.
Ineos Britannia attacking with them, making life
And then
difficult.
go board down, stand by.
Yeah, 2.
Emirates Team New Zealand now
They're
tapping.
trying to go back in front of you here.
Hit it as.
British having to avoid as the giveaway boat.
Alright.
2, 1, board.
lot of dirty air for Emirates Team New Zealand to deal with. They have to punch through here.
For the line.
Killing 11, killing 10.
Really well controlled by the British, this pre-start.
Looking up hard.
Massive chance in this light air is that the Kiwis get into trouble.
British doing a really nice job.
Killing 7.
He's right, it's okay.
Okay, pressing now.
Okay, my will.
Go through, so you go above.
Stand by, boys. 6. Up and 5. Here we go, boys. Hit it. Killing 3. All the way, go hard. All the way up.
Race 9 in the match, and the race towards history continues on the Mediterranean.
That's a big moment. Surely Emirates Team New Zealand having to tap away. British winning that start.
Okay, so we are in a little lifty, but
Nice phase.
It was pretty even, that start, wasn't it? The British were slightly faster, 1 knot faster.